It's moments after an airstrike in a rebel-held district in Aleppo. Rescue crews race to find survivors. From the rubble, a medic pulls a young boy and carries him to a nearby ambulance. For several seconds, the boy, later identified as 5-year-old Omran Daknish, sits alone, appearing dazed and covered in dust. At one point, he looks directly at the cameras videotaping him, then looks down and wipes his wounded face, an image that captures the horrors of the Syrian civil war.
This particular child, Umran, was rescued from under the debris with all his family members. He's fine and doing well now after receiving first aid. On Wednesday, after we rushed to the bombarded area, another aerial raid followed as bombing intensified on residential areas and makeshift hospitals in Aleppo.
Opposition activists say 4 other children were injured in the airstrike, adding to the casualties of a conflict that has intensified in recent weeks. In a news conference in Geneva on Thursday, Staffan de Mistura, the usually calm and collected UN Special Envoy to Syria, expressed frustration with the continued fighting.
What we are hearing and seeing is only fighting, offensives, counter-offensives, rockets, barrel bombs, mortars, hellfire cannons, napalm, chlorine, snipers, airstrikes, suicide bombers.
De Mistura said during the month of August, not a single aid convoy had reached besieged areas due to fighting. He renewed his call for a weekly 48-hour pause in violence. Just hours later, the Russian Defense Ministry announced it's ready to support de Mistura's proposal, but not until next week, raising the likelihood that for the coming days, Russian-backed government forces and rebels will continue to fight, and the casualties will continue to mount. The Russian military has laid out a number of conditions for a weekly pause in violence. It says it's willing to support a plan as a pilot program for the city of Aleppo only. That suggests Russia is not yet ready to support an indefinite weekly pause in violence. It also suggests all sides have plenty of negotiating to do before the plan goes into effect. Reza, Sayah, Jazeera, Gaziantep along the Turkish-Syrian border.